Welcome to the Sanders Kitchen. I'm Mike, and today we're going to be doing a great recipe that was inspired to me by Cooking with the Blues, my friend Daddy Jax in New London, Connecticut. And if you knew him, you knew he already passed away. But anyway, Jack was a great chef, and he taught a lot of us a lot of great recipes. And this is one that I love, and it's called Rockefeller stuffing. Now with that stuffing, we're going to be stuffing mushrooms and some thick pork chops. So we're going to have stuffed pork chops and stuffed mushrooms with a Rockefeller stuffing. It's going to be great. Stick around. Let's get it started. I'll show you what's in this recipe. All of the ingredients are going to be in the description, but it's really simple. We're going to have two kinds of onions, the red, yellow. We're going to have some garlic, the mushrooms. We have about a cup of grated fresh parm, some butter. I'm not exactly sure how much I'm going to use. We're going to be using some Daddy Jack's blackened seasoning on the pork chops, some heavy cream, and naturally a whole bucket full of spinach, and some Herb Saint liqueur. This is a anise flavored liqueur, and let me tell you, it tastes great. Look how green it is. I don't know if you can see that. If you like anise, you're going to like that. That's all going to go in the Rockefeller stuffing. So we're going to get started. I already lit the skillet. I'll put some oil in here. Get a few, oh, where's my spoon? Here it is. Let me get a little butter in here now. That's about 4 tablespoons of butter. I want to get that nice and hot, melt it down. All right, I'm going to throw in the onions now. Jack always used a combination of red onion and white onion. So we're going to saute that down, along with the garlic. By the way, I'm wearing a blue shirt because his show was Cooking with the Blues. So in honor of Jack, I have a blue shirt on. Okay. You know, while this is sauteing, I'll tell you, I spoke to Jack a couple of times. And at the time, I think he had about 85,000 subscribers. And I was so blessed that he gave me some of his time because he was a busy man. But he spoke to me a few times and he encouraged me to get my YouTube channel started. And so I asked him, I said, Jack, what suggestions would you have for me that would help me get off on the right foot? And he said, Mike, the only 2 things I could tell you is just be yourself and keep it real. So I'm just trying to be real. You know, I'm not trying to be a fake movie star, food personality. This is who I am. And I'm just being myself. So, Jack, I love you, buddy. Okay, so we're going to be stuffing mushrooms. So I'm going to take the stems out. Pop the stems out of these babies. And we'll chop those up too, okay? Doesn't take long to make this. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the spinach. And we'll saute all of this together, okay? But before we actually put it in, let me move a couple of things around. This is real time, you guys. This is a chopped spinach. So we're going to chop some spinach up a little at a time. Okay. And we'll just get that in. Okay. Swoosh that around a little bit. Let's get the rest of this in. Okay, I'm probably going to put all of that spinach in, or I plan on it anyway. So for right now, we're going to just saute that down a little bit with the onions and the garlic. And let's see, I'm going to put in a little bit of this. This is pretty strong stuff, so you don't have to go too heavy with it. And be careful if you're using a gas oven, because I'm pretty sure it would ignite, but I don't want it to, so. I'm going to get the rest of this in real quick. Okay. Yep. Needed to have all of it. Yeah, I've made this a few times and it's delicious. All right, we're going to go in with a little cream. I forgot, I do need some breadcrumb, and I have it in the pantry. But while this is sauteing and cooking down, we'll get the cream, the breadcrumbs out. All right. All right, spinach is looking good. But I didn't add any salt and pepper, but I'm going to add some pepper. Probably a good teaspoon of pepper. And maybe a half a teaspoon of kosher salt. Because we're going in with the Parmesan cheese. Now I only grated 1 cup, and I almost put it all in, so let me see. I think I'll put it all in there. Okay, that's all of the 1 cup of grated Parmesan, fresh Parmesan. You really want to use fresh grated because the bottle stuff just tends to stick to everything, the skillet, everything. Whereas the grated, fresh grated, it'll just blend right in. Okay. So I'm going to taste it and see what it looks like. That's very good. Going with a little more salt. That's what you have to do. You got to salt it per your own taste. I don't think I have enough of this in there, you know. A little bit more. Love that flavor. All right. Now that is right where I want it. So we have some breadcrumb. I had some Italian and some panko. I mixed them together, but you can use Italian. Or you could use panko. It doesn't really matter. But we're just going to use this to tighten up the stuffing. And it's all going to come together nice and tight. And we're going to use this to stuff the mushrooms. And the pork chop's going to be delicious. You know, you can eat this by itself. But you don't want to overdo the breadcrumb because it's going to absorb all of the liquids. And it's even going to do that after we turn the fire off. That Rockefeller stuffing is so good. I did put a little more Parmesan cheese in it, and it really made the difference. So we're just going to stuff these babies now. I like a lot of stuffing. You got to stuff them down, and then just give it a little push with your spoon like that with the tip of the spoon up. Look at that, huh? We're going to put the breadcrumb on first. Then we're going to take a little melted butter and drizzle it on each mushroom. And we're going to put this in a 350-degree oven for about 25 minutes. So let me show you a little tip on how to make a pocket. What you want to do is hold your fingers, choke your fingers down on your paring knife and gauge it, okay? And you're just going to sweep it around and make a pocket. So let me show you how that's done. We're going to stick it in, and I'm not moving my fingers, and I'm going to make that pocket like that. I'm going to flip it over. Now, with that little pocket, we're going to go ahead and spoon in some stuffing and push it. And you want to push that stuffing all the way in, and you'll know when you have enough in there because that pork chop's going to look twice as big as it normally would be. And there we go. Okay, so you've got the gist of it. I'm going to do this the same way and stuff it, and then we're going to show you the next step in this recipe. Okay, well, we have our pork chops stuffed, and we're just going to season them a little bit with some Daddy Jack's blackened seasoning. Flip them babies over. Okay. All right. I have some butter left over from those mushrooms. Woohoo! Use that butter in there. I like that butter. Now we're going to, I already had the skillet on, so that's why it's kind of nice and hot. Okay, so what we plan to do is brown off the pork chops just for a minute or so on each side. And then we're going to transfer this big skillet into the oven for about 15 minutes. Ooh, I can't wait to eat. The stuffed mushrooms smell so good. They just came out of the oven. So we'll put us a couple of mushrooms there. Ooh, these pork chops are so pretty. Smells so good. Jack's season was really good. I don't know if they're still selling it or not, but it is so good. So let's go ahead and take a taste test because this is killing me. I got to try it now. So the pork with the blackened seasoning and the Rockefeller sauce and the Rockefeller stuffed mushrooms. Well, let me dig into that too because I didn't even have one of those yet. Well, the Rockefeller sauce is a big hit around here, I can tell you. We love it. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed and you're watching for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. But I promise you, 2 videos a week, Wednesday and Saturday. Anyway, we love you guys. Jack and your family, thank you guys for everything you've done for your YouTube channel and all of your friends. We love you guys too, and we wish you very well. And so thank you again from the Sanders Kitchen. Have a great week. Go make you some Rockefeller stuffing, and God bless you.